I know that you've had to take it one game at a time, but I think people around the state have been looking forward to this game between you guys and Scotland County. Now that it's here and you guys can finally focus on them, what are you looking forward to about Friday's game?
Well, actually, Saturday's game.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Saturday's.
Looking for a very exciting game. Those guys coach very well, first of all, and they're very athletic. And I think that the two styles will meet up Saturday are very similar in styles. We spread, they spread. Defense is very tenacious and get out the opponent. So I think it'll be a very exciting game.
I mean, what kind of changes this week for you guys, if anything?
Well, it's definitely a change because we got more athletes we got to deal with this week compared to last week going against Elijah Hood. We want to focus on taking him out of the game. Now, this week we got our hands full because they got athletes all across the field, so we can't just focus on one guy.
Certainly. I know their quarterback has run for 2,000 yards and passed for about 2,000. What sort of challenge does that present for you, your team?
It presents a different challenge because, last week we was focused strictly on the run, more solely on the run. This week we got to prepare for the run and the passing attack. So we can't, stack the box up trying to stop the run. We got to be in position in the back half of the defense as well.
You've coached a couple state championship teams in the past. How do you think this team measures up to a couple of those state champions?
Very well, but the thing about it, you got to win it to compare them. And that's my thing. I won't compare them yet. I think we have a good team this year. We're undefeated so far. But again, to compare them to the 07 team, even though this record is better, they won it. They won what counts. So in order to compare this team to those teams, we got to come out here Saturday and get a win.
Certainly. You mentioned, I guess last week you had to stop Elijah Hood. Obviously that starts on the defensive line. I mean, what can you say about your defensive line this season and how it's played?
You know what? Words can't even explain how proud I am of those guys and the job my defensive staff has done. And people don't realize this. We probably lost our best overall defensive player our first conference game. And for my staff to continue to put those guys in position to be successful speaks volumes of what they've done throughout the year.
And I guess last week was kind of, I feel like the first game that was pretty close at the end of the fourth quarter for you guys all season. How did your guys respond to, I guess, their first taste of adversity of the year?
Well, defensively we responded very well. And I'm talking about throughout the second half. If you remember that game, we start off 3 and out. Block punt, a lateral for a fumble, another fumble, a fake punt, and for us to hold those guys to 15 points for the whole game and to hold Elijah Hood to under 150 yards, that speaks volumes of what we've done on defense.
Certainly. I guess obviously offensively you guys like to run the ball. That kind of starts with Emmanuel, but you've also got a lot of talented running backs back there. Is that going to be the plan for Saturday? You just going to keep on running that ball, or do you plan on mixing in a couple passes in there?
Oh, we definitely got to mix in a couple passes. Those guys are very talented on defense, and we can't sit there and let them stack the box on us and put 8 and 9 in the box. So we're going to have to take our chances down the field, to get the respect of those guys and make them back up a little bit.
Certainly. What do you expect on Saturday?
Hard-fought game, and watching those guys on tape, they're very athletic as well and very well coached. So we're gonna have to bring our A game in order to get a win.
Good deal.